Here's more wrestling news for March 27th, 2023, and we're starting off today with WrestleMania 39 as WWE's biggest show of the year will be happening this weekend. At this time, 6 title matches have been announced for the show, and fans can expect plenty of title changes across the 2 nights. That's according to the betting odds for the show, as they reveal that Cody Rhodes is the favorite to dethrone Roman Reigns as undisputed WWE Universal Champion. This will just be a part of a bad night for the Bloodline, as the Usos are expected to lose the tag team titles to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and in women's action, Rhea Ripley is the heavy favorite in her SmackDown Women's title match with Rhea Ripley. Not every title is seemingly in peril though, as the odds for the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair versus Asuka are even, and Gunther is expected to retain the Intercontinental Championship despite being at a disadvantage in his triple threat match. In what could be the biggest upset though, US Champion Austin Theory is expected to retain his title against John Cena in the latter's first traditional match at a WrestleMania since 2018. Of course, WWE could try and swerve the fans, and we won't know who exactly will be winning until WrestleMania happens, but expect plenty of title changes this weekend. One name fans may not be seeing at WrestleMania 39 is Bray Wyatt, whose fate for the show is being kept a secret even to those in the company. While WWE have yet to confirm that his rumored match with Lashley is off, the Almighty has been teasing facing somebody else, and while LA Knight has been pitched as a potential opponent, he's not the only possibility. Speaking to Chris Van Vliet ahead of his NWA World title match with Tyrus next weekend, Chris Masters spoke about a WWE return and is ready to face the Almighty, as he explained, "Wyatt is out for WrestleMania, so is Bobby. He's looking for an opponent, and I told Bobby under his Instagram post that I left that date open for him. So maybe one day we will get this Hurt Lock Master Lock match. Believe me, I'm pushing for it." Masters and Lashley do have a history, as it was Bobby who broke the former superstar's Master Lock challenge and now uses the full Nelson as his own finisher, dubbed the Hurt Lock. Chris Masters hasn't appeared in WWE in over a decade, but has kept active in the wrestling world. And who do you hope to see face Lashley at WrestleMania if Bray Wyatt is indeed off the card? In 2020, WWE released Matt Cardona, who has gone on to have great success on the independent scene and other promotions. Not long after Cardona's release, the former Zack Ryder appeared for AEW, but don't expect to see him working for Tony Khan. Speaking on the Wrestling Classic, Cardona spoke about his brief time with AEW and why not signing with the company was a blessing in disguise. He said, "Cody set me up for sure. Got me that AEW cup of coffee run. I'm grateful for that. Didn't work out at the time, I'll admit I was bummed out. I was like, oh shit, now what? Looking back, a blessing in disguise. If I had signed with AEW then, I'd be on f***ing dark. No offense to those guys, but that's not what I want. I was already that guy in WWE." While Cardona isn't interested in AEW, the former NWA World Champion has teased returning to WWE, and recently teased that he could face Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. Whether Cardona returns or not, that remains to be seen, but don't expect to see him on Dynamite, Rampage, and especially not on AEW Dark. When WWE closed its doors on NXT UK to make way for NXT Europe, the vast majority of the roster was cut, with the few survivors being moved to WWE NXT in the US. With NXT Europe hopefully launching this year, it is believed that WWE will bring back some of those released stars, but one ex-superstar has confirmed he won't be returning. In a series of tweets, Eddie Dennis confirmed his retirement from wrestling and left his boots in the ring after competing at the Rev Pro Revolution Rumble in London last night. In WWE, Dennis is best remembered for being part of NXT UK's Dog Collar match, a stipulation that hadn't been seen in WWE in decades, but now the former wrestler is looking to start the next chapter of his life. More from WrestleMania now, as Cody Rhodes will walk into his first main event at the Showcase of the Immortals this weekend when he faces Roman Reigns. Ever since his return to WWE last year, Rhodes has been treated as a huge star, as seen by the American Nightmare getting Pyro every time he appears on Raw or SmackDown. This week, Rhodes spoke to WrestleJoy and revealed that his Pyro in WWE is actually a running gag that has gotten out of hand. Cody explained that even in AEW, where he had significant influence, he never asked for Pyro, and said that his fireworks in WWE started with the company seeing how much they could give one guy. Addressing his entrance at WrestleMania, Rhodes said that it is looking like it'll be a record-setting amount of Pyro, which would certainly make sense considering this is the main event. WWE reportedly wants this year's WrestleMania to be a more cost-effective show, so the event looks as profitable as possible to potential buyers, but when it comes to Cody Rhodes, expect WWE to go all out for the American Nightmare. This weekend's event will also see US champion Austin Theory face John Cena in the first match of the Saturday event. It's incredibly clear that WWE is building Theory to be one of the next big stars of the company and a potential main eventer of the future, which is why his Money in the Bank run last year caught many by surprise. Not only did Theory not cash in on a world title, instead going for the United States Championship, but he also came up short in his cash-in attempt, but that isn't a problem for the young superstar. Speaking to Fightful, Theory said that he doubts he'd change anything about his run with the briefcase and called it a changing of the guard moment for him. Sure enough, Theory's run since losing the briefcase and his title match has been much better than his tenure with the briefcase, as the young star has been a dominant US champion since regaining the gold at Survivor Series War Games last November. While winning Money in the Bank and becoming world champion helped elevate the likes of Edge, CM Punk, and many others, Theory's path has taken him a different way, and he now looks to again prove himself in the biggest match of his career against one of the greatest of all time. And we're ending as we started with WrestleMania, as Roman Reigns will headline his 7th WrestleMania this weekend when he puts his undisputed Universal title on the line against Cody Rhodes. After 939 days, many fans feel that Reigns' time as champion will end this Sunday, but no matter the result, Reigns will go down in the history books with a brand new accolade. As a fan on Reddit pointed out, the match this Sunday will mark the first time in the near 4 decades of WrestleMania that a superstar will have defended a world title at 3 consecutive WrestleManias during the same reign. Roman Reigns' tenure as Universal Champion has been unprecedented, and with the odds of someone else achieving this 3-year feat very unlikely, the Tribal Chief will have another accolade on his Hall of Fame-worthy career at WrestleMania 39.